guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hailie and today I'm going to be sharing my 2021 favorites. I have a ton to touch on today, but I also have a few home and clothing faves that I wanted to include as well. I made this ginormous list that we're going to be referencing throughout today's video, so it is going to be a little bit on the longer side today. Make sure that you grab some snacks, some popcorn, and get ready. Before we hop into today's video, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get into this. I'm going to start off with my skincare favorites first, going in with the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. This one is the Sweet Apple version. I believe this one is limited edition, but they do have a permanent cleansing balm that I think is fragrance free that works exactly the same and is absolutely amazing. This one in particular just smells so clean and fresh. They just launched the Sweet Apple one this year, but I wish that they would make the clean apple scent permanent because it's so good. But it works amazing. It gets off all of your makeup, even the toughest mascara that you have. I love this product and I really cannot recommend it enough. For cleansers, I have two, and I'm just now realizing that I am going to be talking about a lot of pharmacy products in today's video. I really love their stuff. This cleanser is the Pharmacy Whipped Greens Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser, and this is my second tube this year. I love this cleanser so much. I do have more dry, sensitive skin, but this one works for all skin types. I also just really love how my skin looks and feels after using this. It feels very nice and glowy and soft. This one from Biossance is something that I also keep in my shower as like my daily cleanser. This is the Squalene and Amino Aloe Gentle Cleanser. So if you do have more sensitive skin, especially like dry sensitive skin, because this one is a little bit hydrating, this one is amazing. I just started using Biossance products this year and I have really liked them so far, but this cleanser is just like a standout product for me. For serums, I actually have two from Pharmacy. One is a night serum, and you guys have probably heard me talk about this one a million times already, but here we are again. It's still a favorite. This is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. It is a AHA resurfacing night serum, and this is the holy grail. Like, I will probably never stop using this product. It is always a repurchase for me. If you do have a little bit more sensitive skin, it does tingle a little bit, especially if you have like more active breakouts. But the next morning, it makes my skin look so glowy and so soft and smooth. Also, just want to note that I do not use this every single night just because I think that it would be a little too much on my skin. So I like to use it probably like 3 to 4 times a week. You can start off using it a little bit less and see how your skin reacts to it and kind of slowly build up from there. But I really love this serum. It is a forever favorite of mine. As for a morning serum, I love this one from Pharmacy. This is the Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum, and this makes my skin feel absolutely amazing. It also has like a slight honey scent to it because it is part of the honey collection, which I adore from Pharmacy. It's super hydrating. It makes my skin look nice and plump and smooth. So highly recommend. Pharmacy continues to kill it in the skincare department. For moisturizers, I have 3 that I kind of rotate out. The first one is used and abused. This is the Rich Bitch Moisturizer from Freck, and this one it feels lightweight, but it is thicker than these two. So when my skin is a little bit more dry, this is kind of what I reach for, hence why it's probably used the most. The other two I have are a little bit more lightweight. This one was like my summer go-to. This is the Texture Smoothing Cream from Coco Kind. It is a more like traditional moisturizer feel, but thin, if that makes sense, whereas this one is more of like a gel. This one is the Summer Fridays Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream. So both of these are amazing. I just kind of switch out depending on my mood mostly, because these are a little bit similar in the way that they like hydrate my skin and make my skin feel. Because this one is a texture smoothing cream, I do keep this one in my vanity and I like to use it like with my makeup especially. This one kind of stays in my bathroom and I'll use it more in like the mornings or like after a shower. I also wanted to mention this product from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Good by Acne Complete Acne Treatment Gel. It says that it clears active acne, prevents future acne, and treats the look of pore and post-acne scars. It also calms the look of irritation, and I can attest to that. I really love this product. You guys know that I struggle a lot with acne, have a lot of breakouts, and this is such a good one to keep in like my nightstand. I always use this before bed. It is so good. And lastly, for skincare, I wanted to talk about some lip balms. These two are my favorites. I actually just got this one from Glossier, this scent. But the Glossier Balm.coms in general are an absolute favorite lip balm of mine. Just all of the scents are so good. And then this one is from Summer Fridays. This is the Lip Butter Balm. The Glossier one I feel like is best for all the time, before bed, in the morning, just on the go. Whereas this one's a little bit thicker. I don't really like to wear this one to bed. So this is kind of like more of my daytime lip balm. And this one is just always. This scent is the cookie butter one, and they did a like limited edition drop of this for the holidays, and I love the smell of it so much. I'm probably gonna have to buy a few more and stock up since it is limited edition, but both of these are amazing. I'm such a lip balm girl. I love these. For body care, I literally just have this whole line from Necessaire. They are a new favorite of mine. I started using them for the first time this year, and I'm obsessed. I wish that I hopped onto the hype earlier because I cannot get enough of these. By the time this video goes up, it will already be past Christmas, and I got Hugo some of these for his stocking just because I'm obsessed, he's obsessed, he always tries to steal these, so I'm very excited about that. But the body wash is incredible. The one in eucalyptus smells absolutely amazing, but they do have fragrance free as well, and sandalwood, I believe. You can tell I'm almost out of this bad boy, so excited for the restock. The body exfoliator is also amazing. Same thing, they have fragrance free in all of their products, but this one is eucalyptus, and I love this. I love it especially like before I self-tan. I make sure that I'm nice and exfoliated, and it just smells so good and works amazing. They're also just like very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing products and look so nice in my bathroom. And then I have their body lotion and body serum. If you have dry skin, the serum. I didn't even know that I needed a body serum before I got this. It just kind of came in like a 4-pack of these products, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll test it out. No. This is a need. I will never go without this. This is a hyaluronic acid body serum. It helps hydrate, replenish, and plump your skin. And it just like never occurred to me to treat like my whole body the way that I treat my face. I'm like, why the heck have I not been using a body serum this whole time? So both of these are fragrance free, and I just love them. They work amazing, and they're just beautiful. I definitely recommend buying like the full set of them because you can save a big chunk of money. I ended up saving like $20–30 buying a set at some point. If you do decide to try out Necessaire, I definitely suggest going to their website and like looking at the body sets and like kits that they have because they are highly discounted. So that's what I did, and then I got to try them all, and now I'm in love with them and obsessed. For tanning products, I have two that are my go-tos, but this one I'm literally almost out of. It is my ride or die. This is from Bondi Sands, and this is the aerated self-tanning foam in ultra dark. Don't be alarmed by the ultra dark though, because it's not aggressively dark. But this one's my favorite. I love that it is like a foam product. I feel like it spreads really nice and easy. There's no streaks. I don't look orange. It has kind of like a green tint to it because color theory cancels out the orange tones. So I really love the self tanner, and I love the smell. Anytime I self tan, my boyfriend is always like, wow, you smell amazing, you smell like coconuts, I love when you tan, it smells of the whole house. So I'm grateful that he enjoys the smell. For face products, sometimes I will just like throw this on my face as well, but this one is from Tanologist. This is the self tan drops in medium. You can use these for your face and body. I've only ever used it for my face. I put a few drops in my moisturizer and just make sure that I like spread it really even over my face because you can't see any of the color. It kind of like gradually develops. So I'll apply this at night, and some mornings they're looking a little scary. Didn't do it right. So there is kind of a learning curve with this product, I'm gonna be honest, but I really do like how it looks. The color's really nice. It doesn't look really orange or anything. It looks pretty natural. If you're new to using it, be careful how many drops you're using right away so that you can kind of get a feel for it first. And I kind of keep it towards like the outer parts of my face and avoid like my like upper lip, because sometimes if it gets a little bit too dark and like caught up here, it literally looks like you have a mustache. Or like if I put too much on my nose, it makes my nose look bigger. So I'm a little bit more cautious, and I just kind of like make sure that it's like in my hairline and like my cheekbones, and I kind of like avoid the center of my face, honestly. For hair care favorites, I only have two to mention. The first one is from Way. This is the texturizing hairspray. I love this stuff. It gives you a little bit of volume, a little bit of texture to your hair, which I adore because my hair kind of falls flat. This is something that I've been using for a few years now, and it is still a favorite of mine. I lost the cap because I use it so much. But this one I'm so excited to talk about. This is from Lola V. This is Jennifer Aniston's hair care line, and I kind of talked about this in a vlog when I first bought it. This is the Glossing Detangler. It primes, shines, smooths, and protects your hair. This is so good, and like normally I am wary with like celebrity lines. You never know if it's actually going to be good, but this is my favorite product ever. The smell is incredible. It works amazing on my hair. It makes it so shiny, so smooth. I think that it works heat protectant wise. I don't really know how you tell, but my hair always looks amazing after I use it. So highly recommend this. I know that they dropped another product recently. I don't even remember what it was, like a smoothing cream or something, that I definitely want to try because I was super impressed with this. So what a win. Okay, so moving into makeup, I have a lot to talk about. Literally this whole bucket full, so let's get to it. For primers, I have two, and I think in a lot of these categories I have like two or more favorites. But the first one I want to talk about is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This one I know you guys have heard about a million times before from everywhere, but it is literally almost empty now. It is the best primer I've ever used, and it is a higher price point, which kills me. But sometimes there are deals, especially like Nordstrom Beauty comes through. They do a lot of discounts on like duos of these that are like super discounted. So keep an eye out for that. This is amazing, and I will be repurchasing. I'm like holding on to like the last few drops in here. The other primer is from Rare Beauty. I'm almost out of this one as well. I don't even know if you can tell. But this one is the Pore Diffusing Primer, and this one kind of has like a silicone-y feel to it, where it just kind of, I don't know, it feels like a veil. For foundations, I have three, and they're all just way too good. I could not leave one out. So I'd say my like top foundation of the year was the Huda Beauty foundation stick. I have gone through two of these already, and I'm almost out of this one as well. We're holding on. It is so good. I love stick foundations just because they're so easy to apply and throw on. This one blends out amazing. It makes my skin look flawless. I wear the shade Macaroon 230 in, and I think that it looks really nice. I also think that this one works great for all skin types. I do have drier skin, but it doesn't, like, this is what I'm wearing on my face right now. It doesn't stick to like any dry patches or anything, but I also don't think that it would slide off if you do have oily skin. The other foundation that I want to talk about is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is in the shade Fiji Light 5. It is a soft matte. It's not completely matte. I do feel like it still kind of has like a skin-like finish to it, and it's very long lasting. Same thing with this one. Just because it's matte, it doesn't make my skin look super dry or anything. I do go in with like a nice moisturizer beforehand to make sure that I'm nice and hydrated before I use any matte products, but I just love how this looks. I think that it looks very natural and very pretty. Next, oh my god, this was like the best discovery of the year. This is a drugstore foundation, and it is stunning. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer for all skin types. The Physicians Formula Butter line is just a favorite of mine in general. I love the butter bronzers, the butter blushes. They smell so good, and they're just like so beautiful. But this foundation is next level. It is a little bit similar to the NARS foundation. It has kind of like a soft matte to it. It makes my skin look so good, and this is probably the one that I get the most compliments on, especially lately, like on YouTube. I'm not wearing it today, but in most of my vlogs I'm wearing this, and you guys are always like, what are you wearing on your skin? Or like on Instagram, people will reply to my stories and they're like, what is on your skin? What foundation are you wearing? It's this one. There's no actual shade on this. It just says light to medium. It's described as an ultra luxurious foundation and concealer. Incredibly creamy texture, melts into the skin, leaving a natural, radiant, glowing complexion, and 100%. It does give you a little bit of a glow, but also it's like matte at the same time. It's very interesting. Again, I feel like it looks like my skin. It's very, very pretty. And for my favorite concealers, these ones are not like new favorites of mine. These have been my favorites for years, but I feel like I need to touch on them in this favorites video again. The first one is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is the best concealer to exist ever. It is very creamy, it blends out beautifully, it doesn't like crease or anything. This is what's on my face right now. And I love the texture of this. I wear the shade Silk. My second fave is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Porcelain. It says that you can conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch. I kind of use it as just concealer and like highlighting my face, so I will use it like on my under eyes and like right under my cheekbone, as well as the center of my forehead. And I love how it looks. I feel like this one has a little bit more of a matte finish to it, whereas this one is a little bit more glowy. So it kind of depends on what you're going for, but both are absolutely stunning. For setting powders, I also have two. The Laura Mercier is a forever favorite of mine. This has been a fave for years. It is a holy grail for a reason, and I will always repurchase this one. However, I have to say the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder is unmatched. It is so good. This is what I have on my face. I used it to set my under eyes, and then I take whatever's left on my beauty blender and just kind of like stamp it into my skin. I feel like I've said this a lot with a lot of these products, but it gives me a airbrushed, flawless finish. I just love how my skin looks with this. And yes, I do have dry skin, but I feel like I always need to set my whole face with powder, just because I feel like when I apply just foundation and concealer and all of that and I don't set all of it, it feels almost sticky to me. So I always have to set my full face, and this one just makes my skin look unreal. I have the shade Cupcake. They do have like a ton of shades and like a translucent as well, but I like the one that's closest to my skin. I feel like it works a little bit better for me than the translucent one. It was giving me a little bit more of a white cast, so I definitely prefer this one. I do want to say though, this one does have a little bit of a fragrance to it. Huda Beauty is really bad about that. They have a lot of fragrance in their products. I don't really care, but I know a lot of people are sensitive to fragrances, so just be aware of that if that's something you don't like. So for bronzers, I have two cream bronzers and then one powder, and yes, I wear both of them at the same time. I used to be like anti-cream products. I just think that I didn't know how to use them or was using the wrong ones previously. But in the past like 2 years, especially since COVID came around, don't know what it is. I think I just like experimented a little bit more with makeup. I'm obsessed with cream products, cannot get enough of them. So these two are incredible. This is the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Mocha 03. This one is like a nice cool tone shade, and it gives me the perfect contour. I actually took this on vacation earlier this year, and one of my friends borrowed it, bought it immediately after using it. She's obsessed now too. When Fenty like first came out and like dropped all the matchsticks, I know that this was all the rage, but I was not a cream product user at that time, so I was like not interested, and now I'm like, what have I been doing? It is worth the hype. This one is from Persona, and this is the Bronze Multi-Stick in Dune. So this one's a little bit more warm, and just depending on my makeup of the day, I will switch them out. But this one is super creamy. I actually have it on my skin today. And then just to kind of like set set the cream. I'm such a powder girl. I don't know what that is about, but I always have to use like powder products after as well. So this is the NARS matte bronzer in Laguna. Oh, I didn't even realize I've been using Laguna this whole time. Laguna's like the cult classic. I mean, another one that is worth the hype. It is so good. I love the color of it and it is a staple. For blush, I have 2 cream and 2 powders to talk about. I love blush. So the first one is Rare Beauty, and I think I mentioned this in my favorites last year as well. I know they launched new colors recently that I'm very excited to try. This one is literally on its last leg. It's almost empty. So this is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush in Bliss. This color is my favorite. I have a few others. Happy is really, really gorgeous. It looks hot pink in the tube, but it just looks like very pretty and flushed. And then another one that I really like is Joy. Kind of is a little bit more red tone. So I don't know, it makes me feel like a cartoon character. The other blush that I've been loving is from Hourglass. This is the Vanish Stick in the shade Wonder. I have a few different shades of these that I really love, but this one's kind of my everyday. It's like almost out. And this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade. And again, it blends out so flawlessly. But I, of course, add a little pizzazz on top. This little duo from Cover FX has become a favorite of mine. This is the Monochromatic Blush Duo, Matte and Shimmer, and I blend both of these. So I will just kind of tap my brush in both and then just kind of tap it right in. I just feel like adding something on top makes the blush stand out a little bit more, makes it last longer. I don't know if that's true. That's just the thoughts that go through my head. So I just add a little bit of this. I'm extra. So this is in the shade Pink Dahlia. I love this so much. But I've also fallen in love with Laura Mercier blushes. This one is in the shade Passion Fruit, but I have like 6 of them. I have become addicted to these. They are stunning, stunning blushes. Again, you can use these on their own. You don't have to like layer all of these products. Like, they're stunning by themselves. I do the most. This one is my favorite though. It is so beautiful. So pretty. Just like a gorgeous little pink. Moving on to highlighters, I have a handful. So the first one I want to talk about is the Rare Beauty one. So this one is liquid. I think this is the only liquid one that I have to mention. This is in the shade in Lighten, and it just gives you the most beautiful like glow from within. It looks very natural. I have not been loving like these crazy highlighters as much as I used to like a few years ago. This one is just so soft and so pretty. I know I just said I don't like eyeliners that are like crazy, but these ones are gonna look a little bit crazy. But let me explain, okay? So this one is from About Face Beauty. The packaging is so cool. This is the Light Lock powder in this Bliss, and it is like this icy white shade. I don't necessarily love this for my cheeks, but this is the best inner corner highlight to exist ever. Sometimes I'll put it on the tip of my nose just for a little. And same thing with this Makeup by Mario one. This is the Master Crystal Reflection Highlighter in Quartz. This one is exactly what I wanted the Fenty Diamond Bomb to be. I have both. I really like the Fenty one the first few times that I use it, but after using it a couple times, I feel like it kind of falls flat. Like the glow is just not there anymore, whereas this one is good until you reach the pan. It is so glowy. It gives you all of those like little glitters without being like chunky glitters, which I hate. This is actually what's in my inner corner right now, but I love this for my cheeks, my inner corner, my brow bone, the works. It's just so pretty. I don't know if it will show up very well. And this one is a new favorite. I got this one very, very recently, but this is from R.E.M. Beauty, Ariana Grande's makeup line, and this is in the shade Miss Mercury. It is what is on my cheeks right now. They're probably one of my favorite highlighter formulas ever, so I'm very happy that we're ending the year with this baby. I have 3 shades. I have this one that's like a little bit darker champagne tone, and then the purple one is gorgeous. I used it in my REM Beauty review if you want to see how that looks. But they just blend out so nice. They're not chunky. They're not like too bright. I just feel like it's the perfect glow. Moving into eyes, I really don't have a ton to talk about, but I did want to mention the Rare Beauty mascara. This is my absolute favorite mascara. Obviously, I'm wearing false eyelashes, so you can kind of see how it looks like on my bottom lash line. But this mascara is absolutely amazing. It makes my lashes look so thick and beautiful, nice and voluminous. I really don't have many favorite palettes this year, just because I have not really cared about eyeshadow recently. So these are the faves. Also, all of my products, I'm just realizing, are so beat up, but that's how you know it's a true fave. So this is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, and it is just the perfect matte palette. It has all of the neutrals that you could ever need. This is like something that I wear daily. It is so beautiful. They have an amazing formula, very buttery, easy to blend out, and the pigmentation is great. And since I haven't really cared about eyeshadow very much, I don't really like big bulky palettes anymore. Like, I'm not really doing any crazy looks anymore. I'm just throw it on, call it a day. So I've actually been really loving these quads from ColourPop. They are amazing. I love ColourPop eyeshadow formulas, but these just make it so easy. This is what's on my eyes today. This is the Sorbet Pressed Powder Palette, and I love them. They're just so easy to just put together a quick, beautiful look. These are so beat up. But I also have these two that I will not open because it will be Fallout City, especially this one. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. So this one is Citrus Fizz and Cream Soda. They are beautiful. These ones are a little bit more natural. This one's like a perfect nude. This one has a little bit more of like a peachy nude to it, which I really love. For eyeliner, my favorite has been the Better Than Sex eyeliner from Too Faced, and you guys are gonna die when you see what this looks like now, because it's been abused. Look at what happened to my freaking tip here. That's my only beef with this product, is a lot of the times I'll get the tip stuck in the cap and then I'll take it out and it looks all crazy like this, like Angelica's doll. But it's my favorite eyeliner formula. It is a waterproof formula, Easy Glide waterproof liquid liner. It lasts all day. When I cry, it doesn't come off. It just has the best formula. I just wish that they would update the tip or something. I don't know what you could do to fix it, but the pigmentation is amazing. It's super black. It's very easy to get a nice precise wing. I love it. I just realized I don't have a false eyelash to talk about in today's video. I don't really have like a fave lash. I have favorite brands. I really love Lily Lashes, House of Lashes, Glamnetic is amazing, but I do not have a favorite style to mention. So I just wanted to point that out in case you guys were like, all right, where are the lashes? I just use whatever I have. I don't know, I'm not very particular with lashes, honestly. Same thing with eyebrows. I have so many eyebrow pencils that I rotate out. I'm not really picky with brow pencils. I just like any pencil that's like skinny and I can kind of be precise. But for brow gels, however, the Kosas, I always feel like I'm saying that wrong, Airbrow is it. And this has been through it. This is a clear brow gel, but it's like tinted brown. Now it's a little gross. But this keeps your brows down all day. It makes them look so nice and defined and thick and fluffy. This is the best eyebrow gel that I've ever used. So down to the last few products. Lips. I'll start with lip liner. This is from Im Cosmetics. It is basically the only lip liner that I use. It is in the shade Mink. I wear it with everything. It is the perfect nude lip liner. It's what's on my lips right now. It's a very creamy formula, super pigmented. I've only had 2 of these like the whole year and they last forever. For like a daily product, I feel like it just never runs out. So I will be repurchasing until I die. It's the perfect shade. You guys are gonna be mad because 2 that are unavailable. I'm really sorry. You guys wanted my favorites. These are my favorites. I don't know what to do. Now we're both screwed because, like, you know, they're gone now. So Becca, I'm devastated. Becca has my favorite lipsticks ever. The formula is my all-time favorite. The shades are beautiful. What I'm wearing on my lips right now is the Dusk lipstick. It's stunning. It's just the perfect one. I've gone through 5,000 of these. Let me double check right now. So I was gonna say that they were having like a massive sale and you could still stock up on their website, but now I think that they officially closed because I'm only seeing these available on Amazon, eBay. For some reason Revolve has some. So if you can find Becca lipsticks, highly recommend. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Okay, they were my favorite lipsticks and now they're not a brand anymore. But my other lipstick, the shade is limited edition, doesn't exist anymore I believe, but this is from Buxom. Their lipsticks are my second faves to Becca, so I will have to replace with Buxom lipsticks. They're just as creamy, just as pigmented and beautiful. This one also has like a really nice smell to it, but this is in the shade White Russian, which is like their iconic lip gloss shade. So it has a little bit of a pinky tone that I just adore. This one has been my favorite for the whole year and I've been holding on to it because you can't get it anymore. But Buxom lipsticks in general, absolutely amazing. So don't fight me, I'm sad too. My last makeup item is half makeup, half skincare, but I use it with makeup. This is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water, another fave of mine for like the past few years. After I'm doing like my full face, I have like my powder and everything on, I go over this very, very generously and it just like soaks into my skin. It makes me look so glowy, so beautiful. I love this stuff. You don't have to use it with makeup. You can just use it for a little refresh whenever. You could throw it into your skincare routine, use it as a toner, whatever you like. But I love this. It works amazing with my makeup and it's great. That is finally all of the makeup favorites from 2021. Now we have some clothing favorites. Just a few though. I did not get crazy because I don't really have that many favorites to be honest. We'll start off with Abercrombie. First of all, I just want to say that Abercrombie in 2021 in general, favorite. I have two favorite brands from this year and it's Abercrombie and Skims. Highlights of my years, my newest obsession. But I did want to talk about the Abercrombie denim. This is the 90s straight ultra high-rise jeans, the TikTok famous jeans. I don't know, these are the best jeans that I've ever used. They are so flattering. They are like a little bit nice and baggy without being too baggy. They're super comfortable. They go with everything. I love these jeans and they make my butt look amazing. Same thing with this style. This is the ankle straight ultra high rise. I love the ultra high rise, sucks everything in. They do have a curve love line and this is from the curve love line. They have the 90s straight jeans available as curve love as well. And what that means is it just gives you a little bit extra room on like your hips and your thighs, which you know I need. So these are insanely flattering, super comfortable. And I just had to talk about this one because I've worn it to death this year, but my Abercrombie zip up, I think it's called like a tunic zip up, of course. All of the stuff that I talk about in today's video will be linked down below, so be sure to check that out. But it's the best zip up. It's so comfy and it goes with everything. I wear it with everything. And Skims! The cotton jersey tanks are my absolute favorite clothing item of the entire year. I also have black, but it's in the wash right now. They're just so comfortable, so stretchy. They are very flattering. Skims, again, as a whole brand, a favorite. Set Active, another favorite brand, but in particular, their little bike shorts. I love the way that these fit. I love the color. Their sports bras are so comfortable, so beautiful. They have the best range of colors. Everything is just very aesthetically pleasing while also being flattering and comfortable. I love Set Active. And it was the year of the flared leggings, aka yoga pants. We love to see it back in action, and Aerie has my favorites. I don't know if yes, this is the Everything Flare. They are the most comfortable, flattering, flared leggings ever. I wear them to death. They are my go-to. I'm like living in these. For bags, I didn't really buy a ton of bags this year because I am now a shoe girl. So the only real bag that I bought this year was the Coach Pillow Tabby, and this is an absolute favorite. My only regret is not buying another. I definitely have the smaller version in white or even the lime one on my wish list. I love this bag. It reminds me of like mochi. It's so squishy and so cute. It's the perfect addition to my collection. For more casual bags, the Lululemon belt bag is an absolute favorite. It fits so much. It's very cute and sleek and stylish while also just being super functional. I love that it has all of these little pockets. I also wanted to talk about my Baggu tote bag. I think everybody got back into tote bags this year, and I really love the brand Baggu. They have like a very nice like sustainable line. This grid pattern brought me right back to 2014, and I just love this tote. It fits everything I need it to. It's the perfect size. It has a little, sorry, there's stuff in here. Has a little pocket inside, and I just love it. It also has little snaps so that you can close it. Highly recommend checking them out. I discovered them this year and I really love them. Favorite shoes. This was the hardest decision of my life, and I really cannot pick favorites, okay? You guys know I have a lot of shoes. I love shoes. The one that I really wanted to talk about is the platform Blazer Lows. These are probably one of my favorites from the year. They're very versatile. They go with everything. I love a little chunky platform moment, and these are just the cutest ever. They're also super comfortable. I love these. So this one's probably my favorite, especially for wearability. They're really cute. But I could not narrow down a true favorite. I mean, I kind of did because I did grab these. But just Nike Dunk Lows in general, all of them. It's my obsession. You guys know. These are the Barely Green Dunk Lows, and I love these. They're just like the prettiest color ever, soft and pastel. But the Dunk Lows are just so flattering, and there's so many different like colors and colorways. I have a bunch and they just look good with everything. I think that they are the perfect shoe. So I had to mention shoes, of course, but it's so hard for me to choose a true favorite. The last few things I have are home, and I only have 2 more things. I know this has been a long video. I'm so sorry, but thank you for sticking around. I had to mention this. These cups are my all-time 2021 favorites for homeware. This one has like little smiley face decals on it. I got this one from Etsy. If you literally just put on like beer can glass on Etsy in the search bar, it will come up with a million, and there's all these cute little decals and like designs. But I also have the plain ones. If you guys watch my vlogs, you know that I use these cups every day. The plain ones are from Amazon, and same thing, just search up beer mug glass. And I just think that it is the perfect little glass. It's so cute looking, very minimalist, and I love them so much. So I had to mention them because this is definitely a favorite, something that I use every single day. And the last thing, last home item, these crates. I have a few different crates. This is the smaller one. They have a bunch of different sizes, so many different colors. I love them. These crates are kind of available everywhere now though, because they kind of blew up, especially on TikTok. So you can get them off Amazon, Urban Outfitters, Shop Miss A, and yeah, I have a few different colors. This one is obviously like this really creamy white. I have pink, I have lavender, and I just like store anything in there. I have my larger crate that I store my vinyl records in, and then this one has like some skincare in it right now. I have some for like little knickknacks, like my Switch, my Polaroid camera, stuff like that. I literally just love these for storage. I think that it makes everything look so cute. They're adorable and functional, and that's what we love around here. So this was my ginormous favorites video. If you made it to the end, you're a real one. I love you so much. I feel like I'm probably missing something in here, even still, after mentioning 5,000 different things. But what can I say? When you're locked at home for 2 years, you try out a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have some links in the description bar for all of the products that I mentioned today, so be sure to check that out before you leave. Be sure to also like today's video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys soon. Bye! Happy New Year!